Hello and welcome to Hill Stadium here at Thornton Academy for senior night. We have a nice boys lacrosse matchup tonight between the Thornton Academy Trojans and the Bonny Eagle Scots. Thank you for joining us on TATV. I'm Cole Purvis alongside Troy Bulldog as well as Josh Pulsifer on camera. So TA comes in with a great record tonight of 10-1. They've had some really good wins, some really good overtime wins. So what do you think they need to do to keep this rolling and get a good win versus the Scots?
Well, I mean, it all comes down to scoring the ball as usual. I mean, the last game that happened against the, the last game that we just watched, whatever
Cape.
it was, Cape. An excellent game. Just as it always is, you need to score the ball. I mean, that's as simple as it gets.
So this is their last regular season game and the last regular season home game for these seniors. Thornton has 10 of them, and they are being honored here. They've made some serious contributions to this team, including Alex St. John, who just got announced. So they should have a big night tonight, and we just heard over the loudspeaker a couple minutes ago, all seniors in the starting lineup tonight. So good way for Coach Hersey to honor the guys playing in their last home game. And a big momentum boost for TA would be to win this game and roll into the playoffs with a good record. As we see the parents come onto the field for these pictures, it's always great to have these senior nights here at Thornton Academy. These seniors have been through a lot with COVID and everything like that, and it's been an eventful season here for the TA lacrosse program. They had a big overtime win versus Scarborough and then followed that up with a overtime win versus Cape Elizabeth. And then since then, they've had two pretty easy games. They've won by a lot, so this would be a nice way to roll into the playoffs. And for Bonny Eagle, they come in at 4-8. It's been a little bit of a struggle this season, but they are coming off of a 6-5 win versus Chevrolet. They're led by their captains, senior Nick Klein and Bruce Ray, as well as Owen Luders. So we'll see if they can put up a good fight tonight here at Hill Stadium. We would like to give a little shout out to all of TA seniors here, including Nick DeLeo, Ronan Flynn, Colby Bilodeau, Blaine Buda, Cody Ruff, Mason Paulin, Carter Gagne, Nathan Lilly, who's starting in goal tonight, Cole Mishu, and Alex St. John. And for TA, the key coming in, I mean, they're good on both sides of the ball. They have quick attackers and then great defense as well. So Troy, what do you think they need to do, especially defensively tonight, to continue this momentum that they've had?
I mean, they need to put pressure on the ball. I like some of the zones that we've seen them do, allowing the ball to kind of do what it needs to do, but they definitely need to attack the ball and be aggressive.
Yeah, they've had really active feet on defense, and no pass is going to be easy versus this defense. And we saw that in the Cape Elizabeth game. They only gave up 10 goals to Cape, which was their season low. I saw this morning. This is pretty crazy. TA hasn't given up more than 10 goals this season, and that's pretty rare in a lacrosse season with 12 games. I mean, it's bound to happen once, but it hasn't yet. So they mostly hold their opponents to single digits, which has been extremely impressive. And they've just been great on both sides of the ball.
Absolutely. Shows kind of the athleticism that both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, from TA, they're just running up and down the field with agility, and like I said, they're aggressive, and that results in turnovers, and then they get the ball up the field well. Good ball movement results in good shot opportunities, and they capitalize.
And they were a really battle-tested team. That win versus Cape, 3 overtime win versus Scarborough. But this game tonight, you look at the records of these teams, and you don't want this to be a stressful game. I think you want to take care of Bonny Eagle pretty easily. You have to respect every opponent, of course, but this is a win that they should pick up tonight if they play their best the way they have over the last few weeks, and it's been a huge morale boost for this team. As Blaine Buda getting honored right now. Great night at Hill Stadium. It's a little chilly, but good weather for the most part. And as I said earlier, Jacob Parento, normally the starting goalie for TA, but for senior night they put Nathan Lilly in there, getting the start, the backup goalie. Mason Paulin now, great football player, also a great lacrosse player. A lot of good multi-sport athletes here. And although the seniors have made a huge contribution to this team, there's been a lot of sophomores making a difference, especially on the offensive end. Jake Marcotte and Noah Verano, two of their best attackers, have scored a lot of goals this season. Marcotte, their leading scorer. We'll see a lot of them tonight once they get into the game, but I'm sure the seniors will get a lot of playing time tonight. And Troy, just talk about overall spring sports in general. What do you think what team has the best chance to win it all this year? We've seen baseball have a successful season. Lacrosse has stood up to the test. Even tennis too. Girls lacrosse is having a good second half of the season. So what sport do you look at to say, they have the best chance of winning it all?
I mean, I don't know who has the best chance. I know I'm a little biased. I think all three have a chance.
Yeah.
I think all three have a chance, especially if they play lacrosse. Plays the way they played the last few games, beating some really, really good teams.
Baseball was getting a big win. Last I checked, it was about 14-0 over there at the field right next to us. So looks like they're going to pick up a big win. Saw Cody Ruff hit another homer. He had two a couple days ago.
Cody Bowker.
Cody Bowker. Cody
Ruff
plays
plays right
lacrosse.
here on the field. The Ruff family.
Cody Ruff, good football player, basketball, and then he finishes out his TA career with lacrosse. As our senior ceremony is over, all 10 seniors getting recognition tonight. And now we will have our national anthem here from Hill Stadium. Back here from Hill Stadium, ready to go with the opening face-off here. This boys lacrosse matchup between Thornton Academy and Bonny Eagle, two teams looking to close out the season on a strong note. And for Thornton here on senior night, a big way to roll into the playoffs on a winning streak here. Troy, what do you think the mindset is coming into this game, knowing that the playoffs are right on the doorstep?
I mean, they got to bring that same energy they brought the last few games. I know Bonny Eagle isn't the same level of competition as some of the other games that they played, but they still have to keep that same drive and determination. And it helps that it's on senior night, kind of get that fire going and keep it with them going into the postseason.
We saw girls lacrosse get a big win on senior night. That was also the blackout game the other night versus Falmouth, so we'll see if TA can do the same here on senior night. Lights aren't on here yet at Hill Stadium, but I'm sure about halftime they'll be on, still pretty light out. As we see the starting lineups roll out onto the field, Looks like it's going to be all seniors tonight for the Trojans. Coach Hersey wanted to give them plenty of playing time for their last regular season start. Won't be their last game at Hill Stadium, though. Looks like they're going to lock up a playoff game here that we should have for you here on TATV. It'll be fun to see how far this team can go in the playoffs as we will meet at midfield. Pretty good crowd on hand tonight. Not quite as big as the blackout game, but still a lot of people showing up to support the seniors as we are ready to get underway here. Cole Mishu will do the face-off. He's been great all season for the Trojans, trying to establish possession early and get out to a big lead. So Bonny Eagle will get into position.
Looks like there's a little bit of a height mismatch here.
Cole Mishu ready to start it out with the face-off here for TA, and it's going to be won by Bonny Eagle, trying to scoop it up but can't. Here comes Mishu. He scoops it up, and TA, going left to right on your screen, will start on offense. Bobbled there and now picked up, and the Trojans will go to work. Here's Alex St. John on the near side. Gives it to number 96. Who passes it out. Out on the far side to the speedy Nick DeLeo, who's trying to work inside. Good defense. Spins inside, makes him fall over, and the shot is wide. Nick DeLeo with some good agility there. Made the Bonny Eagle defender fall over, but could not convert on the shot. Here's another opportunity, and they score. That is number 22, Ethan LeBlanc, who had a big goal to tie it versus Cape, and he gets the first one here, and TA strikes first.
Love to see 2 shot attempts within the first, 45 seconds of the game.
Yep. They
got to keep building off that. That was good.
Good shots on goal there for TA. So Ethan LeBlanc has been big this second half of the season, and he gets the first goal there. Bonny Eagle just needs to establish possession if they want any chance of getting the W tonight. TA with another face-off win. And Mishu gets checked from behind, trying to bring up the sideline, and does. Gets it to St. John on the move, working inside. St. John scooting past defenders, sends it over the top of Ronan Flynn's head and out of bounds. And a flag is down at about midfield on the near sideline. We'll see what that is for. Looks like a penalty here. Not sure who it's going to be on, but the Trojans are going to keep possession. It's going to be Flynn to take it out. Here's Mishu still out there. Normally stays on for just face-offs, but out here again. St. John gives it to DeLeo. Nick DeLeo, the quick attacker, looking to establish himself in this game tonight. Here's Mishu. That ball's going to roll out of bounds. Number 96 for TA is not listed on the roster, so we apologize for that. Maybe a number change. As Bonny Eagle's going to get their first chance here, they need to score big tonight because TA has not given up a lot of goals. Yeah, stolen there by the Trojans. And on the move is Flynn. Flynn backs out. Now gives it up top to DeLeo. DeLeo working around. Here's number 96, a shot, and it's saved by Mason LeBlanc, the keeper for the Scots, who's going to need to be big tonight as he sails it over the head of Stephen Layler. And St. John back to work, moving quickly. TA looking to be patient here. Up 1-0. Early in this game on senior night. DeLeo fires the shot, and it finds the back of the net. Nick DeLeo with a goal, and it's 2-0 quickly for the Trojans.
I think you can say that was partially credited towards the careless passing of the Scots. They had the opportunity to get the ball twice, They were over the head of that guy that was right close to us, and it resulted in a turnover that ultimately led to a goal. So, got to clean that up.
Carelessness with the ball is not going to do it against a strong team like TA. Bonny Eagle 4-8 on the season, looking to establish possession. Haven't even really gotten it on their side of the field, so we'll see if they can do that here. As another bobble there, and another missed chance on a face-off as the ball's still up for grabs. Michoud takes it, and now he's checked big time by a Bonny Eagle defender. Ball still trickles on the ground. Fight for it on the near side, right in front of TA's players. And Bonny Eagle's going to have possession. Here is number 7. Gives it to number 3, Lucas LaForest. Bonny Eagle trying to set up their offense. Good look inside the shot. They score. That's Massimo Marrero for Bonny Eagle. It's 2-1. And a good look for them. They're trying to get back into this one. That's what you need.
That was the first time they even got past the 50-yard line, and they were able to capitalize on that. So that's good for them.
Now some underclassmen will check in for TA, including Bo Preston, some of the seniors going back to the sidelines. A big-time response from Bonny Eagle, who does not want to get blown out here on TA's home turf. As Michoud struggles to pick it up, nobody's really been able to control these face-offs very well. Here's Preston. Good look inside. Another good pass and a shot, and St. John finds the net, and they score. TA with a quick response.
That was a nice alley-oop. Good look inside, and was able to dunk it right on him.
Nice assist by Bo Preston, who just came into the game.
Also a good response from the Scots score right away.
Yeah. Bonny Eagle coming off of a win to improve their record to 4-8 on the season. They won 6-5 over Cheverus. They've had some overtime wins, so here's LeBlanc. Gives it to number 18, and that ball is going to roll into the stick of Alex St. John. St. John gives it to DeLeo. Haven't seen Marcotte or Verano, the two best attackers for TA, but Nick DeLeo has also been very good this season, as here's Cody Ruff in the end zone behind the net. New addition to the team, obviously a big body out there for them. Here's St. John looking for a shot, doesn't take it. Sends it over to LeBlanc. LeBlanc to Raymond. Raymond working inside. Lottie's around him, and a save by Mason LeBlanc. 2 saves for Bonny Eagle's goalie. Looking to set up in transition here is Bonny Eagle.
Look at the pressure.
Great defense by TA. Risky pass collected by number 22. And here's Bonny Eagle going to work. A shot, and they score. What a shot. That was a tough angle.
Yeah. Small window there. Fit it right in.
Looked like that was number 22, Connor Krinkala. And Bonny Eagle hanging with the Trojans so far. 7:49 to go in the first period, 3-2. Bonny Eagle's main attackers, Lucas LaForest, as well as Bruce Ray and Nick Klein. As TA is going to collect that one. If you're new to lacrosse, Bonny Eagle's defenders couldn't step up and grab that one here. As a big check there. And TA going to work on offense. St. John inside, shot, and easily scores another goal for Alex St. John. That's 2.
Really shifty move there. Faked out, went in, right in.
Alex St. John, one of the most skilled players on this team. Going to play college lacrosse at High Point University. He's looking to finish up his TA career here very strong. A lot of offense so far in this one. Bonny Eagle does have 2 goals to show for it, so they haven't had trouble scoring yet. Approaching the 7-minute mark to go in the first period. As the ball, good defense by TA, and it's picked up by number 15, Marrero. And here is LaForest. Two LaForest, assuming they're brothers, Max and Lucas for Bonny Eagle. And here's Lucas with the ball. Now gives it to Kronkala. Kronkala guarded closely by Parodies. Kronkala moving inside, shot, no good. And it'll roll out of play. Bonny Eagle's going to keep possession. They're going to need to respond all day. Playing from behind early as that is not what you want to do. Rolls right into the stick of Cody Ruff, and TA will set up in transition. Ruff with a spin move, gets it back.
Whoa.
A big check, and it's scooped up by LeBlanc. Cody Ruff on the move. He is a tank in transition, but couldn't keep the ball in his stick.
He definitely used that big frame on that play.
And here's LaForest. Loses the ball, picked up, big collision and a flag at about the 30-yard line, right on TA's sideline. We're going to go right back to work. Here's Kronkala. Long shot, and it's no good.
It's been very physical so far. A lot
Absolutely.
of big hits.
It's just what you like to see, although you hope TA can stay healthy going in this playoff run and not lose anybody to a big hit. Bonny Eagle won't lose this one without a fight, though. Has some subs looking to come on for TA. Hayden Whitney will check in on defense as well as Bo Preston. Started with number 4, Ben Breton. At about the 16-yard line, and play will resume. Here's LaForest. Swing it over to Kronkala. Now on the far side. Throws it right to Colby Bilodeau, the senior. And TA with another turnover. Big error by Bonny Eagle as that risky pass will go wide of TA's player. And here's LeBlanc picking it up. Ruff shoots and is denied by Mason LeBlanc.
A good feed by LeBlanc, even though they couldn't come out with the score.
They're trying very hard to get Cody Ruff a goal tonight on senior night. As TA is going to force another turnover. Bonny Eagle a little careless with the ball, but they do need to also be aggressive at the same time to beat TA. Whistle blown as Nick DeLeo had it. A brief delay here. Cody Ruff is going to come off. And coming on is Jake Marcotte. His first appearance tonight, the leading scorer for TA, a sophomore. Good attacker who can find the net easily. Cam Raymond will come on too, so a little delay as both teams will get their subs on. St. John coming off. Again, TA 10-1 on the season. Bonny Eagle 4-8, so big advantage for TA trying to close out the regular season on a good note. Here is DeLeo. Gives it to Raymond. Now Colby Bilodeau playing some offense. Doesn't normally, but Coach Hersey trying some new things tonight with his team. Here's LeBlanc, the shot, and he goes top shelf for the goal. Ethan LeBlanc with his second of the game.
Trying out a little sidearm action on that one.
TA just clearly the more skilled team on offense. They lead it 5-2 with under 5 minutes to go in the first period. Bonny Eagle's going to need to go on a big run here. It's been good, though, after some of these tough games for TA. They've gotten some easy ones. They beat Kennebunk the other night. They've won a lot of games by double digits, so. As here's a ball rolling. And Bonny Eagle trying to pick it up. And Cole Mishu finally scoops it up. Now gives it to Lucas Hubbard, his first touch of the game. Scooting up the sideline. Hubbard, a quick player for TA. A junior. Now trying to work around the defender and does. Here is a shot and they score. Thornton Academy with another one. It's 6-2. Number 96, again not listed on the roster unfortunately, but he gets a goal. Let's call him the mystery player.
He's pretty happy celebrating on the sideline.
Of course, you gotta be.
Yeah, I'd be pretty hyped.
We've seen some good celebration dances from TA. Saw them early in the season. I don't know if Coach Hursty told them to cut it out or something, but in a lot of these blowout games, they score and then run really quickly back to the sideline. Fortunately, we haven't seen a lot of those recently, but I do miss the celebrations. Cole Mishu's going to start it here. Correction, that is Jack Paradis. Here's DeLeo at the top. Gives it to Mishu, the senior, who swings it over to Bilodeau. It was a good pass, but Bilodeau couldn't haul it in. And Marcotte will go chase it. Now Bilodeau. TA trying to get into the double digits and goals here pretty quickly. And not the best defensive start. I know 2 goals isn't a whole lot, but against a team like Bonny Eagle. But their offense has made up for it. Just passing it around the perimeter. We saw a lot of this in the girls lacrosse game the other night. Trying to wind down some clock. Here's Bilodeau at the top. Now scoots over to the far side. Yeah, hasn't been catching the ball very cleanly so far. As here's Ruff and a good check by Bonny Eagle. And Ruff still fighting for it. Gets it back, but another good check. Bonny Eagle's defenders hounding Cody Ruff right now. And then he trucks a defender and finds DeLeo. A little bit of a struggle, but they found their attacker as DeLeo sails it over the stick of Cole Mishu. TA, a little bit of a trouble just hanging onto the ball here.
Yeah, there have been a lot of loose balls, but yet on those loose balls, the Scots have not been able to pick up very many of them, even if they're right at their feet. So definitely something they're going to have to clean up.
Bonny Eagle working up the sideline, trying not to turn it over again. Here is Arthur Marciano. Gives it to Lucas LaForest, one of the leading scorers for Bonny Eagle. LaForest on the move. Now gives it to number 22. That is Connor Kronkala. Cool name. Now behind the net. Here's the other LaForest brother, Max LaForest. Kronkala, he's taken some long distance shots, but decides not to there. Under 2 minutes to play in the first period. Here's a good look inside, but unable to haul it in is number 11, Dan Proctor. Here's Kronkala. Look inside, a shot, and it skips past the net, just a little left of the goal. That was LaForest. The LaForest brothers taking the majority of the shots for the Scots so far. Kronkala well defended by Jack Parody, the freshman. And good defense. Here's Parody on the move in transition, trying to keep it in his stick, and gets it back. Another shifty player for TA, getting some playing time here, as here's St. John moving quickly into TA territory. St. John looks to shoot and does. An underhand shot is just right of the goal. Bonny Eagle stops TA for the moment, and they'll get it back. We're going to take a quick shot, but backs it out is Cam Raymond. Here's St. John. Pass right off the stick of Ronan Flynn. And Bonny Eagle will have another chance here with 52 seconds to play in the first. Starting to get a little darker. Lights are on here at Hill Stadium. And a long pass is right into the stick of Cam Raymond. Right place, right time, and now Cam Raymond on the move. Working inside. Good pass to Ruff. He shoots and denied again. Mason LeBlanc with another stop for Bonny Eagle.
Definitely a solid opportunity there for Ruff to score.
Yep. Trying to get Cody Ruff, the big man, a goal on senior night. We had a national letter of intention signing the other day. Cody Ruff is going to play football at Stonehill College. But he's also made big contributions to the basketball team and the lacrosse team. As time winds down here in the first quarter, not much time for Bonny Eagle to do something. Long pass is going to go out of play. And that'll do it for the first quarter. A good start for TA offensively, 6-2. We will be back for the second quarter here at Hill Stadium right after this break.
Hey, Dan, how's that proposal coming?
Just finished. I am sending it right now.
Okay, good. Oh, no. How are we looking for noon? We got like 2 minutes. Dan.
Run over here.
Is this my room? Wow, Dad! Is this your room?
Back here at Hill Stadium for the second period, 6-2. The Trojans off to a good start as the face-off underway here. Want to mention again that it's senior night, 10 seniors for TA being recognized as a fight for the ball, long fight. We've seen a lot of these picked up by Ethan LeBlanc. Now TA going right to left on your screen. LeBlanc gets inside, shoots, and a bouncing shot scores. Now 7 goals for TA, and 19 seconds into the second period, Ethan LeBlanc with his 3rd goal of the game.
I've definitely noticed that TA's been very good at taking a strong lead or a strong push at the beginning of all these quarters and halves.
Good team in transition for sure. And we want to mention that the TA softball team finished the regular season today at 4 o'clock. That game is at Westbrook. And as I mentioned earlier, the baseball team was picking up a big win over on their field. They were up 14-0 the last I checked. Here's Marcotte on the far side. Gives it to Heath McLean. Out to LeBlanc. Now Flynn with a good opportunity, but denied. Gets it back. And wow.
He got that one in.
Yeah. Good check from behind by the Bonny Eagle defender, but Ronan Flynn with some incredible control to get it back and score.
Yeah, kind of flicked that in right as he was getting kind of tripped up.
So 8-2, Ronan Flynn, obviously the hero in the Cape game, gets another one there. He's a senior, so we want to recognize him. And we also want to mention some other sports here. Boys tennis, we're going to have a playoff game on Thursday versus either Gorham or Scarborough, whoever wins that matchup. And girls tennis picking up a big playoff win today to advance to the next round. They played Sanford. As that ball will skip out of bounds, Bonny Eagle will have it. And just talk about, how tough it's been as an athlete here at TA these last couple years with COVID and everything, and how these seniors have, handled it. It's been a lot of shortened seasons, especially with lacrosse, a lot of lost seasons too, teams that could have gone on big runs. As here as Flynn loses control of it, and McLean will go chase it in the end zone, just scoop it out to Cam Raymond.
Yeah, going back to the COVID thing, it's obviously that's the biggest kind of like what if? What if we could have won the championship? But I mean, that's one of the casualties of COVID-19.
Here is Carter Gagne on the move, shoots, and no good. It'll bounce all the way out to midfield, and Gagne will fight for it and grab it. He's had a good start with a goal already. Here's Nick DeLeo. DeLeo's going to be playing more lacrosse at St. Joe's. And a shot, and no good. Looked like LeBlanc with another save. A lot of shots on goal. TA really dominating that. Here is Alex St. John. TA with good defense leading to these offensive possessions as St. John's shot is off the mark. Alex St. John, just an overall great athlete. He was a running back for their football team, one of their best offensive players. And then hockey, that team that went to a state championship, he was one of the leaders of that team. And then lacrosse, which he's going to play at the next level. Just an all-around great athlete.
And you can definitely tell he's got superior athleticism on this field, playing both sides of the ball with dominance.
And looks like a timeout is going to be called here on TA TV. We'll take it too and be back for the rest of the second period.
Hey, Dan. How's that proposal coming?
Just finished. I am sending it right now.
Okay, good. Oh, no. How are we looking for noon? We got like 2 minutes. Dan.
Run over here.
Is this my room? Wow, Dad! Is this your room?
Just about 9 minutes to go here in the second period. Trojans with an 8-2 lead over Bonny Eagle. Trying to pick up another win going into the playoffs here on senior night.
I would also like to mention that girls lacrosse is playing Gorham tonight. So best of luck to the girls there.
In Gorham, they've had a great second half of the season. Coach Agresti and his team, they started out 2-4, but then turned their season around, and they now have a winning record. Picked up a big win over Falmouth. Our TATV broadcast on Friday night. They won 11-10. And a good check again by TA, just dominance defensively. Here's St. John, gives it to Bo Preston. Correction, that's Heath McLean, the senior who scores. And it's 9-2 now for TA, so more seniors getting in on the action. Heath McLean with a goal.
And yet again, TA displaying their exceptional transition ball.
St. John always quick to pick up these loose balls. Also credit to Cole Mishu, who's been good on face-offs to give TA these possessions. But I'm sure if you're Coach Hersey, you just have to be thrilled with this team. Looking to pick up a one-loss regular season, that's something that's very hard to do. And then they beat the defending state champions, Cape Elizabeth. It's just been an incredible season and definitely overachieving as well. Here's Marcotte fighting for it. Now St. John picks it up. It's been the most dominant I've seen St. John so far this season. Here's Flynn, an extra pass and a good save by Mason LeBlanc. St. John can't haul it in. Flynn trying to pick it up.
Another
Gets
missed
thrown
opportunity
around.
for the Scots to get a turnover.
And they'll pick it up in transition. Here is number 7 for Bonny Eagle, who's being hounded. Lucas Hubbard fighting for it and gets it. Hubbard with some good scrappy work defensively. Flynn with a shot, and it's no good. Flynn couldn't find the angle. Mason LeBlanc, the Bonny Eagle keeper, hasn't been bad tonight. I mean, he has made a lot of saves. It's just that Alex St. John has been dominant tonight, as well as Ethan LeBlanc, who has 3 goals. Here's Marcotte working inside, and he's hit. Looks like it's a foul on TA, actually. Bonny Eagle will have possession. Long pass. That's not what you want to do necessarily. Should probably establish some short passes, work their way up the field. They're in a big hole here, down 7 with 7:33 to go in the first half. St. John ahead on the far sideline to LeBlanc, who passes it over the middle. Marcotte couldn't handle it. Does seem tonight more than any other night, TA not holding on to the ball very well. Sometimes not executing to the best of their abilities, but they're still up 9-2, which shows you how good of a team they are. Brief delay, and we have an injured player on the far sideline. And we will take a break here on TA TV and be back shortly.
Why TAMS? Respect, responsibility, compassion, investment. At TA Middle School, our pillars are the cornerstone of our school community. We do not simply have our pillars written on our walls. They are part of the fabric of everyday life at TAMS. Student recognitions are based on the pillars. Our consequences are based on the pillars. We spend considerable time with our students helping them define and understand what our pillars mean and what they look like in our school community. Our pillars provide students with a foundation to help them grow socially, emotionally, and navigate through what can sometimes be an awkward and difficult stage of adolescence. Our goal at TAMS is to help students become respectful, responsible, compassionate, and invested young adults in the classroom, on the playing field, and on the stage. Our pillars embody who we are and who we want to be. Learn more about why TAMS at thorntonacademy.org/TAMS.
Back here on TA TV, TA looking to roll to a 1-loss season, but a reminder, they will most likely be the number 2 seed, with Cape being the number 1 seed, even though TA beat Cape Elizabeth. The way the heel points in the standings work out, they'll most likely be number 2 in Class A South. And then we fully expect Falmouth to be the one to come out of Class A North. It was Falmouth and Cape Elizabeth in the state game last year. TA was kind of on that second tier, but with that win over Cape, they really, in my opinion, established themselves as a first-tier team. As we wait for play to get started here, it'll be Ethan LeBlanc on the far sideline. Here's LeBlanc, taking it himself. Now gives it inside, a shot, and another goal. That's Heath McLean again.
Man, I swear, after every single break, they go and score immediately.
It's credit to Coach Hersey and all the coaching staff for TA drawing up these plays out of timeouts. They've been great. And it's quickly 10-2 with less than 7 minutes to go in the first half. Bonny Eagle, normally a strong school. You think about all their football history. They're a very strong team with that. They've had some good basketball teams over the years. Lacrosse hasn't been their strong suit, but they have been able to pick up 4 wins this season. So it hasn't been, a complete disaster of a season, but TA clearly the better team here tonight. Here's Jack DeLeo, the brother of Nick, with his first touch. Ronan Flynn working inside, shoots, and a bouncing shot is good, and it's 11-2. Ronan Flynn with another goal.
Excellent maneuvering. He was able to sense right where the hole was and able to bounce it in right there.
Ronan Flynn, a good soccer player here at TA, one of the leaders of this lacrosse team. They're looking to get most of the seniors a goal tonight against a team that they have shown to be better than. Here's St. John, just comes charging up the field. He's been playing at a different speed tonight. Now DeLeo working inside, scoots back. DeLeo inside, Flynn with another one. And it's a double-digit lead for TA, 12-2. Ronan Flynn with his 3rd goal of the game.
Seniors definitely playing really well on senior night.
And another timeout here taken, and we'll take it too. 6:05 to go in the half. We'll be back for the rest of the first half.
Why TAMS? At TA Middle School, students get to enjoy recess, a time to get outside, socialize, and take a break from the day. It is unique to have such a time at the middle school level, but we feel it's important to allow our students an outlet for their energy before focusing back in the classroom. TAMS offers 20 minutes every day of SSR, Sustained Silent Reading. Reading is a key indicator to academic success, and dedicating this time each day for students to explore their passion in reading is vital. Learn more about why TAMS at thorntonacademy.org/TAMS.
Back here with 6:05 to go in the half. Another face-off here at midfield, Cole Michaud. And some long face-offs tonight, a lot of loose balls. This one grabbed by Bonny Eagle, a big check, and a flag is going to be thrown. That is number 35 for TA, Kyle Lasser, with a big stick check. As he will go to the sidelines, some subs coming in for TA. Defensively, we want to mention that the state championship track meet is coming up in Bangor this weekend. We have a lot of great athletes here at TA running track and field. We want to mention Mia Claire Kiesel, one of the best track athletes for TA, as well as Ben Cobb, who broke the TA javelin record in Southwestern. So,
In addition to being the TA valedictorian this year, so congrats to him.
and also it'll be open playoffs this year, as we've seen in a lot of different sports. So every team is going to make the playoffs, regardless of your record. As here's Hayden Whitney, shoots on the move, and it'll be right of the goal. What do you think about that, Troy? Do you think every team should make the playoffs, have these one seeds undefeated, just playing these, no-loss teams, or do you think that they should have
I don't know. I mean, there's pros and cons.
Yeah, it's a tough question.
But to me, I feel like you kind of it almost undermines the regular season if you let
Yeah.
everybody in. I feel like there's got to be some type of reward to performing well, but you know,
And numbers is a huge part of it. Sometimes you just don't have a lot of teams. We saw that in football. Edward Little went, I think, winless, and they still made the playoffs just because there weren't enough teams. So it's an interesting situation, and sometimes unfortunate that you don't have enough teams. But good for every team to get a chance still, as TA looking to be patient and just score more goals here. As Ethan LeBlanc with a nice shot, top shelf. He goes top right corner, and another goal for LeBlanc.
yeah, well, a little distant too.
Yeah.
Distance.
The junior Ethan LeBlanc with 4 goals tonight to lead TA. He had that tying goal. Of course, a great shot by Ronan Flynn in overtime, but all made possible by his goal. There was 7 seconds left, and he just took it himself, and it's a great individual play by him in that Cape game. That'll be something he remembers. And although we have a lot of seniors, 10 of them to be exact, a lot of great juniors to carry the load next year, as well as some sophomores. So a good deep program for Coach Hersey to build on these next couple of years. This ball skips wide, and it'll be picked up, fighting for it in the corner, and now picked up. And now Ronan Flynn is going to be tripped down by the defender. And another timeout is going to be called with 4 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the first half. Complete dominance by TA here. And Troy, what have you seen? What's impressed you the most by this first half?
I mean, I like the passion. Honestly, I like the passion from TA. Senior night, seniors have been performing well. We've seen, 3 goals from Flynn, and St. John's been playing well on both sides of the ball, and I like how they're getting looks for rough. I like it. I like the atmosphere.
A lot of these seniors not only contributing to the lacrosse success, but other sports, football, hockey, basketball. A lot of the players on these teams are multi-sport athletes, which is great. And we got a few who are going to be playing lacrosse at the next level, including Nick DeLeo, Alex St. John. So 4 minutes to go here in the first half. TA looking to get on a roll. Bonny Eagle scored 2 goals fairly early in the game, but hasn't been able to get anything offensively since then. So we will see what Coach Andrew Schleffinger and this Bonny Eagle squad will do. As that ball is way up in the air, Marcotte chasing for it. It'll be out of play. Here's Marcotte as we resume play behind the net. Working around. Keeps it himself. Now gives it to LeBlanc. LeBlanc inside. St. John's shot is off the mark. And TA will keep it back. Here's Flynn. Shoots and no good. Just wide. May have clipped a little bit of the netting. Haven't been able to see Bonny Eagle's offense a ton tonight. We'll see if we do in the second half, though. Here's LeBlanc. Doesn't shoot. Gives it to Marcotte. Marcotte underhand shot. Scooped up by Mason LeBlanc. Long pass down the sideline, and it'll go to the Bonny Eagle sideline. TA has it again. Haven't seen Noah Verano tonight. Not sure if it's an injury or what it is, but they're missing one of their best attackers. But Jake Marcotte and Nick DeLeo have been able to do enough for them, as well as Flynn. Here's DeLeo to Flynn. Now to Heath McLean, and another goal for the senior. Heath McLean with his 3rd of the game.
And that was an excellent find from Flynn, too.
It's good ball movement. Nice extra pass at the end there. So 2 minutes and 51 seconds to go in the first half. 14-2. TA Their defense has really stepped up here, only allowing 2 goals in this first half. As I said earlier, they haven't let up more than 10 goals this season, which is pretty remarkable to me. Teams are mostly in the single digits versus Coach Hersey and his defense. And another turnover. Bonny Eagle with a frustrating day. Now LeBlanc gives it to Flynn. Now a goal. And that is Jake Marcotte with his first of the game, the sophomore attacker, to extend the lead even more. 15 goals in the first half. This has been a remarkable offensive performance.
Absolutely.
How far do you think they'll get to? Do you think they'll play some subs and maybe lighten the load a little bit, or do you think they're going for 30 goals?
I don't know. It's tough. I mean, it's also senior night, so it's like, how much do you want to let them play? It'll be interesting to see what Coach decides to do.
Hopefully they can get Cody Ruff a goal. He's already taken a few shots. We'll see if he can get one to go one of these times. Kolomishu playing some defense. On number 7 for Bonny Eagle, Matt Chamberlain. Swarming defense by LeSueur, who's been very aggressive, and more stick checks. Here's LaForest, shoots, and another good save.
Goalie got hyped after that one.
Looks like that's Bo Preston in net for the Trojans. So no Nathan Lilly, no Jacob Parento. That's Bo Preston. Looks like a little third string goal action there from Bo. And a great save as he gets hyped after that save. Now working inside and scooped up by St. John on the move in transition. Bo getting really fired up in net. Long pass to Ruff, but out of reach of his stick. Under 90 seconds to go in the first quarter. In the first half, excuse me. Now here's St. John on the move. Goal is no good. We're just having fun watching Bo Preston on the other side, getting some reps in at goalie. We'll see who else plays goalie. I'm sure they'll go through a couple more people. Just looking to have fun here. Last game of the regular season. Get the spirits up before the playoffs. Currently nobody in net for TA. Bo Preston playing pretty conservative out there. As a whistle blown on the near sideline. That was Lucas LaForest with the ball. Here's Cody Ruff, the big man. And now Gagne working inside, shoots, and a good save by LeBlanc. Fight for it. TA with another chance. Gagne will just fling it over the
He
net.
just kind of flipped that up. He didn't even look.
And Marcotte will have it to settle it down for TA. 30 seconds left. We'll see if they want to add to their lead here. Here's Gagne. Shoots and over the net.
Looks like we lost a balloon.
That always happens. Here's Marcotte on the move, trying to get around and find the angle. Gets inside, shoots, and scores. Another
Wow.
one. Jake Marcotte with a second of the game. That was an impressive shot.
Yeah, he was shifting around. He got it on the small window on the other side, the far side. That was really impressive.
16 goals in the first half. 12 seconds ago. They could score another one. The way their offense has been playing, I honestly wouldn't be surprised, but that's an impressive performance. By far, their season high for goals in a half. It's got to be a deflating loss going into the playoffs for Bonny Eagle. Again, every team makes the playoffs, so Bonny Eagle is going to get a chance as one of the lower seeds, but they have won 4 games this season, so it's going to be a tall task for them to even score, 5-6 goals in this game. Here's Marcotte trying to get another one before the break, and he does.
Wow.
Jake Marcotte with an underhanded shot at the buzzer. We'll see if they count it or not. If they do, it'll be 17-2, and they do count it. 17 goals in the first half for the Thornton offense. An unbelievable performance here on senior night. And TA riding some good vibes going into halftime here. 17-2.
We'll take a break here on TATV and be back for the second half.
Hey, Dan, how's that proposal coming?
Just finished. I am sending it right now.
Okay, good. Oh, no. How are we looking for noon? We got like 2 minutes. Dan.
Run over here.
Is this my room? Wow, Dad! Is this your room?
Why TAMS? Respect, responsibility, compassion, investment. At TA Middle School, our pillars are the cornerstone of our school community. We do not simply have our pillars written on our walls. They are part of the fabric of everyday life at TAMS. Student recognitions are based on the pillars. Our consequences are based on the pillars. We spend considerable time with our students helping them define and understand what our pillars mean and what they look like in our school community. Our pillars provide students with a foundation to help them grow socially, emotionally, and navigate through what can sometimes be an awkward and difficult stage of adolescence. Our goal at TAMS is to help students become respectful, responsible, compassionate, and invested young adults in the classroom, on the playing field, and on the stage. Our pillars embody who we are and who we want to be. Learn more about why TAMS at thorntonacademy.org/TAMS.
Why TAMS? At TA Middle School, students get to enjoy recess, a time to get outside, socialize, and take a break from the day. It is unique to have such a time at the middle school level, but we feel it's important to allow our students an outlet for their energy before focusing back in the classroom. TAMS offers 20 minutes every day of SSR, Sustained Silent Reading. Reading is a key indicator to academic success, and dedicating this time each day for students to explore their passion in reading is vital. Learn more about why TAMS at thorntonacademy.org/TAMS.
Welcome back here on TATV. Second half action underway here between Thornton Academy and Bonny Eagle. TA with a 17-2 lead, an incredible offensive performance in that first half. Thank you for joining us here on TATV. I'm Cole Purvis alongside Troy Bulldog, as well as Josh Pulsifer on camera and tech. We want to thank the Webb Family Law Firm for sponsoring our pregame, halftime, and postgame shows. If you ever get in any trouble, just call the Webb Family Law Firm, and they will have you covered. So we want to thank them for sponsoring us all year, as well as Paquin and Carroll Insurance. So we are very appreciative of our sponsors. And again, it is senior night here at TA. 10 seniors in the Thornton Academy Lacrosse program getting a lot of playing time tonight. And they've had some big moments so far. But currently the leading scorer is a junior for TA. That's Ethan LeBlanc. He has 4. Heath McLean has 3 goals. Ronan Flynn has a few as well. And Alex St. John has played incredible this first half as well. So the seniors really showing out tonight versus the Bonny Eagle Scots. Here's McLean over to number 7 for TA. It's been a pretty physical game, although it's lopsided. A lot of big checks so far. Bonny Eagle is looking to establish any offense at all. They didn't start this game terribly, as that pass is thrown right to Adam Donovan, number 68.
This half already. Bad pass.
Here's Donovan, throws it to Ethan LeBlanc. They scored 2 goals fairly early on. It was 3-2 at one point. So TA has gone on a humongous run here. 14-0 run. Here's Jack DeLeo, the freshman. On the move, working inside, shoots, and another save by Mason LeBlanc. Mason LeBlanc, the freshman goalie for Bonny Eagle.
That's got to be kind of intimidating.
I think being a lacrosse goalie in general is an intimidating
totally.
position. Here's McLean, swings it over. A shot, and it is off the mark. And it'll roll out of play. We want to mention for you here, we have some big events coming up. We have Senior Assembly on Thursday. We will be live streaming that here from Hill Stadium if the weather is good. If not, I believe it will be indoors. Then we have Baccalaureate on Friday, and then we will finish everything off with graduation, of course, on Sunday afternoon at 1 o'clock. We will have all those events live streamed for you on TATV, on Facebook, Boxcast, and YouTube. They will not be streamed on Twitter, but those 3 platforms you can watch those events on. It's awesome to have these end of the year festivities because it's the end of the year and summer vacation is very close. So we'd love it if you join us for those events. Busy week this week here at TATV. Here's a long pass by Bonny Eagle and Adam Donovan fighting for it. Trying to pick it up, fighting with the defender, and comes away with it.
That's like the 5th unnecessarily long pass.
Yeah, they've been aggressive tonight. A little too aggressive. Here's Bilodeau. Swings it over. Pass inside. Here is number 96, Carter Gagne, who already has scored tonight. Here's DeLeo with the shot, and he scores. The freshman gets on the board with a goal. That's the 18th of the game for TA. They're keeping it rolling. We'll see how far this can get. They could get to 25-plus goals, maybe even 30 this game. You've seen them try some new things tonight, including Bo Preston in goal, which I don't know if they want to do that in the playoffs, but
he didn't allow any goals.
Yeah.
He didn't allow any goals.
Of all the players to play goalie this year, he's given up the least amount of goals. We'll say that. And he has good celebrations. But other than that, you should probably just stick to their regular goalies. Looks like Nick DeLeo getting a little face-off action there. Cole Mishu did a great job with that in the first half. Here is Kyle Lasur, number 35, taking it up the sideline. Gives it to McLean. McLean, one of the members of the hockey team as well as lacrosse. He's 3 goals tonight, as here's Cody Ruff, who will be going to Stonehill College to play football. But his career here at TA is not over with. Trying to help them win a state championship in lacrosse. Ruff working inside, shoots, and well defended by Bonny Eagle. It's tough to defend a big body like Cody Ruff, but they got the job done there. Here's Ruff with a shot, and it's off the mark again.
Get it.
He's going to get it at some point, I know. We also want to mention that it's going to be running time for most of the second half here. So the second half should go by pretty quickly as TA is on their way to another win. And a win today would result in a 1-loss season, which is a big accomplishment for Coach Hersey in this program. Here's a good check there by TA. That's Blaine Buddha, a senior, taking it up the field on the move, being checked, fires a shot, and it's just wide. He was battling with number 15, Massimo Macero for Bonny Eagle, but grabs the ball, but unable to convert on the offensive end. Here's McLean. He'll back it out. Swing it over to Hubbard. Hubbard, one of the shifty attackers for the Trojans. Here's the freshman, Jack Paradis. Cody Ruff doesn't shoot. And a stop by Bonny Eagle. Trying to work in transition here as the whistle blows. They haven't been able to establish anything. Credit to TA's defense, which has been spectacular all throughout the season, just incredibly consistent. And showing it here tonight. Bonny Eagle coming in with a 4-8 record, coming off of a win though, 6-5 versus Chevrolet. But certainly looks like they're going to be denied here tonight, as that ball will go out of bounds. We also want to plug our podcast, Trojan Talk, which we do weekly here at TA. Myself, Zach Taranko, Josh Pulsifer joined us last week, filling in for Jeff Christianberry, who was in Paris to watch his favorite team lose to Real Madrid. But we will be back most likely Thursday morning for that, as here's a shot that's off the mark by Bonny Eagle. And a big NBA Finals preview, which is coming up, and the NBA Finals is going to be something this year. Of course, if you haven't heard, the Golden State Warriors are playing against the Boston Celtics. I am a Warriors fan. Everybody I know is a Celtics fan.
Including the person sitting right next to you.
So, Troy, what are your initial thoughts on the NBA Finals?
Well, I think it's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be more interesting than some of the last finals that we've even had.
Big check by Cody Ruff, and they're going to take it up the field there. Here's Hubbard being swarmed. They're going to throw a flag here, but continue play. Here's Colby Bilodeau, another senior. McLean will bring it out to the top. A feed inside. Another pass. Here's Hubbard with a shot, and it is no good. Mason LeBlanc stands his ground again. So yeah, about the finals, I just think it's an incredible matchup of defense versus offense. The Warriors have legitimately 4 guys who could go for 30 points, and I think that'll be extremely tough to overcome. But they just have underrated players all across the board. Draymond, just an incredible passer and an incredible defender and leader for that team. And then Kevon Looney has been absolutely awesome. I can't tell you how good he is. He's not a well-known name, but rebounding and scoring. He had a 20-point game a couple nights ago versus the Mavericks. They just have underrated players all across the board, and you have to give credit to the Celtics. They've had some big-time wins. I don't think they should have gone to 7 games with the Heat. That's my only concern for them.
They were just figuring it out. They're figuring it out. No, but it's a very interesting matchup. I mean, Golden State's been to the finals, 6 out of the last 8 years?
Yep.
And the Celtics.
Celtics have 0 players on their roster with NBA Finals experience.
Right, right.
But
A
then at
very
the same
young
time.
team,
Go ahead.
very young team as opposed to the Warriors who have a ton of finals experience. And there is a little bit of historic rivalry going back, way back into the Bill Russell versus Wilt Chamberlain days.
And a lot of
So-
people are saying that Otto Porter, who plays for the Warriors, is a lookalike of Wilt Chamberlain, which I definitely see. But although the Celtics have no finals experience, they have a lot of players like Horford, Tatum, Brown, who have made some deep runs. So it's not like they're playoff inexperienced. It's just specifically the finals. And I will admit that the Warriors do seem to have a tough time against the Celtics over this dynasty or whatever you want to call it that they've had. It does seem like Boston's been a little bit of a kryptonite for them. They beat them in the 73-9 season. They split their games this year. The Warriors won in December in Boston as a shot by DeLeo's no good. And then earlier in March, I believe, Celtics went into San Francisco and beat the Warriors. There's a shot by Hubbard that'll bounce wide of the net.
Yeah, this Celtics run has been really unique because usually you kind of feel like, oh, home court advantage kind of gives you a little bit of an edge, but this year it's felt like the Celtics have almost been better on the road. So,
Yeah, I believe they lost 4 games at home this year. Had to go to Miami. Took care of business there. Here's another shot that's no good. That was number 50, Drew Wedgwood, the sophomore. Here's McLean with another one. And out of play. I have the Warriors in 6 games. It could certainly go to 7 games, but I think ultimately they're gonna get it. They're gonna spread it around. It'll be Steph one night. It'll be Wiggins another night. I think Steph has been surprisingly pass first this postseason. He's getting double teamed a lot of these times, but he's been sharp dishing out the ball to Looney and Wiggins and Clay. This is a little bit of a hot take, but I think Klay Thompson could win Finals MVP.
I can see that.
I don't think he's washed at all. He still has it defensively, and he hasn't lost much shooting at all. I think he could have a couple vintage performances. And Game 6 Klay, I have the Warriors in 6, and it's no coincidence that Game 6 Klay is very much a thing. So we will see.
So you're predicting, in a world where the Warriors do end up winning, you're predicting that Steph Curry continues his drought of no Finals MVP.
I think he'll probably average double-digit assists. And if it's close between him and another guy, they usually give it to the best player, like they did with Tatum, and then they gave it to Steph in the Western Conference Finals MVP too. But I think Klay will just have some big-time performances. He might not consistently give you 25-plus points, but if he has a big Game 6 or Game 5, and a dark horse is Andrew Wiggins, who was arguably the best player versus Dallas. It's been cool to see him revive his career.
If the Celtics are going to win this series, they're definitely going to have to play smarter than they've played a little bit before. Like in this Heat series, they were definitely careless with the ball a bunch of times, a bunch of turnovers. But they are good after coming out of a loss, so they're definitely going to have to be smart because the Golden State's a smart team, and like we've said, they've got a lot of experience. And also, they can't get too caught up in the moment. None of them have that finals experience, and they're all very happy to win the Eastern Conference Finals, which is awesome. I'm happy for them too, but I just don't want them to get too carried away.
I don't think that'll be too much of an issue. They've been on some bright lights, and they swept the Brooklyn Nets with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. So they've been on that big stage before. Tatum, no stranger to the big stage. So I don't think that'll be too much of a factor, but it always is when it's the finals. And
Tatum's going for at least 50 in one of the games.
Oh, no.
Totally not my biased opinion.
Here's Carter Gagne with a shot, and he finds the net. Another one that'll bring it to 19-2 for TA. With under 11 minutes to go in the fourth quarter here. Again, running time, so this should go by pretty quickly. TA cruising to what should be a big win here tonight on senior night. We want to again mention the seniors for the Trojans. As I look here, we have Ronan Flynn, Colby Bilodeau, Blaine Buda, Cody Ruff, Mason Paulin, Carter Gagne, Nathan Lilly, Cole Mishu, and Alex St. John, and Carter Gagne as well. And I saw at halftime that Scarborough boys tennis won, so that is who we will be playing in the first round for us, but technically the second round because we had a bye. So should be Scarborough, who we have not played in a regular season match. We did scrimmage them, and if I remember correctly, we won pretty easily, but never want to underestimate your opponent. So what's your prediction? Celtics in 7, Celtics in 6.
Yeah, Celtics in 7. Celtics in 7. Tatum's gonna have a big game 7, win Finals MVP, have more Finals MVPs than Curry, and bring Boston their 18th banner, most of any team in NBA history. That's the prediction. Totally not biased at all. Pure facts. That's it.
One of my favorite players, and everybody hates him, but I love him, is Draymond Green. And Draymond Green has a podcast, and it's been really interesting to hear him talk about. He's the first player that's kind of a player/analyst. He's playing in these games, and then he's going on his podcast after and breaking it all down. And normally players do this after their careers, but it's been something that I've never seen before, him talk about this during his career.
He's also done some work with TNT,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
But he does these podcasts, and it's been probably the most media availability that a player's like give him themselves on their way to a championship run. And it's been interesting to just hear his thoughts. So you should probably check that out if you haven't.
Yeah, it's always interesting to hear what the players. 'Cause I feel like the players are a little more open when they're talking to another player, and especially a player they're friends with, like Draymond.
Here's a shot and a score by Colby Bilodeau. The senior gets his first goal of the night. So more seniors just pouring it on. And TA hits that 20-goal mark, 20-2. 8 minutes to go here in the game. Running time. TA trotting out some new players for the face-off. This will be Kyle Lasser, who's been very aggressive on defense tonight, and he will take over for Cole Michaud with the face-off duties. Also, the NHL Conference Finals begin tonight. I believe the Edmonton Oilers and forgetting the other team. Maybe Mr. Pulsfer can help me out with this one. But it's the Oilers and another team that I'm forgetting. I'm not a big hockey fan.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know.
The Avalanche, that's right. I should have known that. And then on the Eastern Conference side, it is the Rangers and the Lightning. I got that one right. Lightning looking to make it a three-peat. But overall, it's going to be an incredible NBA Finals. I mean, these two teams are extremely evenly matched, and I can't wait to watch it.
I feel like both teams are also very... Oh.
Lucas Hubbard with a goal there.
I feel like both teams are also pretty reliant upon the three-point shot.
Yep.
I feel like the threes kind of make or break their game, so it could go either way. Really good.
I just think the Warriors at their very best are better than the Celtics at their very best with their high-powered offense. But we'll see if they can live up to that. They just can't be. You said it with the Celtics. The Warriors cannot be careless with the ball. We've seen them just have some lazy nights where they're just out of it mentally, like Game 5 versus Memphis. I don't really like to talk about that game, as well as Game 4 versus the Mavs. 6 minutes to play. Senior night here from Hill Stadium. 21-2. TA with their most dominant offensive performance of the season. And they're not done yet. Still a lot of time for them to score. Here's Cody Ruff looking for a goal. They've fed him a lot tonight. He's taken 5 shots but has not gotten one to fall. I feel it coming though. Ruff on the move, shoots and scores. There it is. Cody Ruff with a goal on senior night.
You called it. I think you're psychic.
Right on point. Cody Ruff takes it himself.
Love to see it.
And the celebration as well. Alex St. John is coming on to play goalie here for the Trojans. We've seen a rotation of goalies. It started with Nathan Lilly. Not sure if Jacob Parento, who's normally their starting goalie, played in net at all tonight, but Bo Preston stole the show with a nice save and a celebration afterwards. And now Alex St. John will get a turn in the net. Bonny Eagle only 2 goals as Cartagena gets tripped there.
And the flags fly.
Four and a half to go here. TA leads by 20 goals. That is quite a margin. Again, we want to thank our sponsors, the Webb Family Law Firm, as well as Paquin and Carroll Insurance, who have been sponsoring us all season long. And also want to plug once again our festivities coming up. Thursday morning, we will have the senior assembly right here from Hill Stadium, if the weather cooperates. And then on Friday, we will have Baccalaureate live streamed for you. I believe that is at night. And then Sunday, we will end things with graduation here from Hill Stadium at 1 o'clock. So looking forward to those days. Hopefully we get some good weather for graduation, as the class of 2022 will graduate. 3.5 to go. Just incredible performance tonight. Goals all across the board from a variety of players who don't normally score. It's normally a lot of Marcotte, Verano, Flynn. And Marcotte and Flynn have scored this game, but it's been a lot of other guys getting on the action as well, which is good to see. Here's Bilodeau. Gives it to Parody, the freshman. TA looking for another one. Out behind the net and denied. Drew Edgewood was on the doorstep but couldn't get it to go. Bilodeau with a shot and scores. Found the angle and found the back of the net. That's 23. The count continues here for TA.
Definitely a large percentage of these 23s come from seniors.
It's always good to see, as this entire second half has been running time, and that will continue here. 2 minutes to go here from Hill Stadium. Thornton Academy on their way to finishing the regular season with an 11-1 record. Bonny Eagle will fall to 4 wins and 9 losses. Bonny Eagle trying to just score another goal here. It's been crazy. It was 3-2. Crazy to think that.
A 20 to
nothing
run.
run.
Wow.
Of course, that was just the first couple minutes, but big drought. See if they can end that here.
Oh.
Here's St. John, the goalie, is going to come out, take it all the way down the field. trying to score with the goalie net. He's going to back out. He had like 4 defenders on him.
He almost did it.
And now he's going to come off. And Drew Maxey, the JV goalie, will come on to play in these last 30 seconds here. We'll see if he can make a save. Doesn't look like it. But we've seen quite the rotation of goalies. Nathan Lilly, Bo Preston, Alex St. John. I'm sure I'm missing some in between Preston and St. John, but now Drew Maxey, the freshman goalie, will get a chance. Doesn't look like he's going to have to do anything, though, as time is going to wind down here from Hill Stadium. Thornton Academy will go into the playoffs on a high note, 23-2, a completely dominant performance tonight by the offense and defense, as the seniors will gather on the field. Variety of players scoring for TA tonight, and they'll roll into the playoffs on a very good note for Coach Hersey's team. They will most likely be the number 2 seed in Class A South, with Cape being number 1. So thank you for joining us here on TA TV. Big win for the Trojans. I'm Cole Purvis alongside Troy Bulldog and Josh Pulsifer. So long, and we will see you for our upcoming broadcast, whether that be graduation, baccalaureate, senior assembly, or boys and girls playoff games. See you later, everybody. Good night.